That is not how we start, but we starting anyway. Yo, what is greatness stated is the radio rock star G Money.
And of course, it is one half of perhaps the sexiest tag team in all of North Carolina and your current UPWA tag team champions, Team Sexy, Mr. Magnificent.
Wait, where's the belt? Where's the belt?
It's being shined. You know, I'm shining it up right now.
Okay.
He didn't take it out. He didn't take it out the car. He didn't take it out the car.
You want me to go get it?
Go get it.
Go get it.
You gotta show him the belt.
What's the point?
Yeah. But go ahead. Jay. Go ahead, senor.
And it's your boy. It is your boy, J5.
J5
the fizzle.
Is here. That's right.
The fizzle.
Okay.
J5.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Welcome to another episode of Smash the Mat. And today we're going to be interviewing Fayetteville's own Mr. Ryan Rembrandt.
What's up, everyone?
Ryan Rembrandt.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Glad.
What's really crazy is I feel like I've met you before. I don't know why. I saw your pictures earlier, and I feel like I've met you somewhere before, but I don't know where. So I'm weird like that. I don't forget faces, but I forget names all the time.
Are you a Fayetteville native? Like you?
Yes, I grew up in Fayetteville.
Okay, excited too. I'm trying to think. What high school did you go to?
Cape Fear.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Right.
I grew up I grew up downtown, close to Old Wilmington Road.
Okay.
So that's like, yeah, it's kind of far from me. I don't know.
That's not too bad.
I'm thinking, but who knows?
I know some people down that way, but
yes, indeed. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. My man Ryan Rembrandt is in the building, man. He's been making waves out here on the indie scene, man. So how long have you been wrestling actively?
It's been almost 4 years. I've been training for a little over 4 years. I started wrestling actual shows almost 4 years ago. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Now, did you initially start training with QT and AR, or who was your first trainer?
My first trainer is AR Fox. That was at the WWA4 in Atlanta, Georgia.
Right.
I started there. I was there for 2 years, and then I transitioned over to Nightmare Factory, and I've been there for about 2 years now.
Yeah. Man, that's dope,
awesome, man. That's awesome, bro.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
so my man's been putting in work, man. Like I said, I was telling people early. I was telling the guys earlier. I was watching some of your matches, and I seen your match at WWA4 with Aaron Fox, and like I know it's an older match, but y'all really gave each other that work, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Fox is awesome though.
He is.
It was cool to be trained by both because it's two different. If you watch AR Fox wrestle and you watch QT Marshall wrestle, it's like two different matches, two different styles, but they're both relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah, I get it.
They're both relevant. And they're both good. So,
that's a unique perspective because you can kind of take the best of both worlds and kind of put them together and have your own style.
Right. So it's been awesome.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I see, Mr. Magnificent. I see you got the belt there.
Oh, this thing I forgot it was here. You know, when you're a champion, you just have to. You forget that you carry this 10 pounds of gold around.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So look, we got Ryan Rembrandt in the building, man. So you was telling us off air, but I want you to tell everybody on air. So he's been on AEW Dark about 4 or 5 times.
3 times.
3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I saw your match against. It was, what is it called? Jurassic
Express.
Yeah, that's it. Jurassic Express. I saw your match with Private Party.
Mm-hmm.
You and Mike Reed.
Right. And then there's the Gun Club after that.
Yeah, that's right. Gun Club.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So how's your experience been wrestling on AEW?
Oh, it's been awesome. I actually have a funny story about Jurassic Express. So
I love stories.
My first AEW match ever.
Mm-hmm.
And this was actually my first match since the pandemic started. So that was in May. and everything shut down in March. So obviously I hadn't been in the ring since March. So we go down there in May. Literally the first spot of the match, even if you go back and watch it on YouTube, the first spot I get pulled up in a wheelbarrow. So Jungle Boy's holding me in a wheelbarrow position, right? He holds me up. My head's exposed. Luchasaurus comes through with a kick, like the Black Mass, like Aleister Black.
Yeah.
He does that. I don't put my hand up. And so his foot catches me right there on the chin. I mean, on the jaw. And as soon as it happens, black. I just I'm out. So I legit get knocked out my very first spot on AEW.
Damn.
So even if you watch like my body language for like the next couple minutes in that match, I just kind of go down and I'm just kind of like slow motion.
Oh man, I gotta rewatch it again.
Yeah, it's really kind of funny, but like no, I was good. I'm
gonna pull it up on my phone.
I was like kind of an autopilot for that match, but then afterwards, like they're all good. Like Luchasaurus, Marco Stunt was there, and they're like, "Hey, you should get checked out by the doctor just in case." Because I felt good after the match, like I felt good, but they were like, "Nah, get looked at if you got knocked out." So I got looked at by the doctors. No concussions, nothing wrong. I just got rocked, but it's a funny story. But I always have to put it out there that those guys were super cool. Like they took care of me, so it's just the nature of it. So it wasn't anybody's fault or nothing, but I always share that because I just think it's funny now looking back on it. But they definitely took care of me though. So
yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah. So I guess After Dark had a whole new meeting for you after that match because it was all dark for the first part for you.
Literally.
Oh man.
Wow. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So you've done that for a while, and so tell us about your experience with the Nightmare Factory.
Oh, so Nightmare Factory. It's So when I first started going there, this was about 2 years ago. They were called One Fall Power Factory.
Yep, sure
That's
was.
what it was called then, and it had no affiliation. AEW wasn't even around at that time, but I went there and I knew QT was training there, and I just wanted to see a different style because in Atlanta we're really blessed to have so many different schools in the area. So I was at A4 and that was cool, but I feel like I'd be cheating myself as a wrestler if I just stay at one school only when there's so many others like within 30-40 minute distance. So I decided to go over there, and training there is like it's they focus a lot on the details. So a lot on like the footwork, the in-ring, like the ring awareness, placement in the ring, where you should put certain spots or certain moves, like working on character. Like it focuses a lot on the details, which has been good. At WWA4, I got to learn how to do a lot of moves. Cardio is awesome because we do so much cardio drills at A4. So your cardio will be on point there. You will get blown up every day.
Right.
So I got to learn a lot there. Just a lot of being creative at WWA4, thinking of new things to do, like things that haven't really been seen before. But then I translate that to Power Factory, or now Nightmare Factory, and they kind of put it in order and focus on like fine tuning it. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like WWA4 gave you the puzzle pieces, and Nightmare Factory showed you how to put it together.
Right. That's actually perfect. Yeah. Perfect analogy.
Oh man, y'all heard that? Perfect analogy.
No.
Just so y'all know. Analogy king over here. You know what I'm saying? So because you're a Fayetteville native, North Carolina native, you went to high school and college here. So, and I believe you said you just started, or you're doing more shows out here in North Carolina now that the restrictions are easing up.
Yes. So I've been doing American Lucha Wrestling. That's in Burlington.
Yes, indeed.
That's about an hour and a half away. I've been working with them. That's been cool. The whole crew there is awesome. I'll actually be there on the 10th.
Okay.
Not this upcoming Saturday, but the Saturday after.
Right.
We got a show there. I'll be there. That's actually at 5:30, because that's actually the day Mania is.
Yo, yeah, that's right. That's Mania
right.
weekend. That's
Mania
Mania
weekend.
weekend. Sure is.
Yeah, and I
Yes,
was
it
kind of
is.
worried. I was like, I don't know if there's gonna be shows running on that day, but they gave me the green light. They're like, yeah, we're doing it. So it's gonna be at 5:30 though, so a little earlier, so people can
Okay.
get home and watch the pay-per-view if they want.
At least part of
Yeah,
it.
I've been doing that. I'll be on the first time ever. That's towards the end of April. I'll be on that one. Yeah, this is April 18th.
Yep.
I'll be wrestling there. I'll be wrestling Victor Andrews, who also lives in North Carolina.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
He's pretty good. So I'm looking forward to that one too. I'm hoping to do more in North Carolina though, definitely for sure, because I got family there, I got friends, people I went to
That's
school
it.
with. So
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Speaking of that, have they been noticing? Like, yo, man, hey man, Ryan is out here killing it. Have they noticed?
yeah, and it's been cool because it's like so, and you could probably relate because you just started wrestling, but it's like when you first start training, like what, before you start training, you tell people you're trying to be a wrestler, and
Right.
like some people are kind of like you for real, like you
Like
should watch
wrestling.
that. Like,
Why you want to do that?
bro,
Yeah.
what are you doing? But then you start training and you start having some matches, and when you first start, like the matches aren't that good, so it's like people might see it and be like, but then when you start getting better, then it's kind of like, oh, okay, and then you start doing like a little bit bigger shows, then it's like, oh, and I think I'm kind of at that point where people are like, oh, okay, there could be a future here, like this is awesome, okay, I see
Right.
what he's
Right.
doing. So it's been cool. It's been like a kind of like a roller coaster, sort of,
That's
But I
dope.
What's
think
up?
now people are starting to see like, oh, okay, like we're supporting this dude. We like him. So
Yes,
we'll
indeed.
see.
So tell us about your character. You are remarkable, Ryan Rembrandt.
Wait a minute, no. Before you even answer that, remarkable.
Yes.
That sounds like a future tag team to me. Remarkable and magnificent, which is myself. Yeah.
Remarkably magnificent.
Yes,
Oh.
we'll talk after the show. All the details. Go ahead.
No, but like I wanted that gimmick because it's a very old school type gimmick. It sounds like a gimmick you would hear from like the 80s, the early 90s. And I watched a lot of old wrestling. I love like the old school wrestling. So I watched a lot of that, and I think that's where I got a lot of inspiration from that. And also a lot of people now don't do a lot of the old school gimmicks and the characters. I come out in a robe.
Yes.
I wear a robe, and I do a lot of technical wrestling. I do a lot of old school stuff. Yeah, I have like the low cut boots and the trunks. Like a lot of people nowadays don't do that. They and that's cool because there's different styles, different flavors of ice cream. But I like the old school stuff, and I think being a newer wrestler doing that old school style sets me apart a little bit. So that's why I chose the name Remarkable Ryan Rembrandt, because it's like, and I kind of put myself in the corner because that's like a heel name.
Yeah.
Gimmick.
I've been trying to figure out, are you a heel or not? Like some matches, I'm like I think he's heel. And then it's like, I can't tell if that's what, like, you smile too much. I was like, you could be heel because you smile all the time. But
I kind of painted myself in the corner with that because it's a heel gimmick, it's a heel name, and I like working heel. It's fun. But there have been times where I've had to work face, or I'll go to a show and a promoter doesn't really know my character, and they just see me, and I'm a nice dude. I talk to everybody, so they'll see me, shake my hand, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, he must be a babyface." And then that night I'm babyface, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So it's like now I kind of have to figure out new dimensions of this remarkable character to make it a babyface. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm still kind of putting together the pieces, but I'm coming more and more complete to knowing who is Remarkable Ryan Rembrandt. What does he do? What does he want? And he's an old school technical wrestler trying to be the best technical wrestler there is. He proves that like he's remarkable. So he looks remarkable. He wrestles remarkable. Speaks remarkable. Is intelligent. Is educated. Athletic. Like I tried to use all these words to describe it. I would say the character is more like if you got Mr. Perfect and you got Rick Rude,
okay,
and you got Kurt Angle from like 2000, and you kind of mix that. That's kind of what I'm going for. And then with the style of like a Lance Storm or some Dean Malenko in there, some Shelton Benjamin in there.
Right,
like,
right.
Set up like the athletic type style.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm going for there.
Yeah, I see you wrestle an athletic style, but not a high flying style. Like technically athletic.
Yeah.
You know, so because if I'm not, I think I've seen two of the finishes I seen you is the lion tamer and the remarkable DDT, which is like the impaler DDT, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I used to do that, but I actually got away from that DDT because Bobby Roode does that.
Yes.
And I'm like, all right, so I got a robe. Okay, I wear trunks.
Yeah. Remarkable
you know
DDT,
what I mean? I'm
glorious
like,
DDT. Yeah, exactly.
Let me not be a copycat. You know what I mean? So I had
to
switch that up. So I work on more submissions now. I'm trying to do that because a lot of people don't do that. So I'm trying to do something people don't do.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, man. So you've got remarkable Ryan Rembrandt, ALW. Do you know who you're facing on the 10th?
I'm not sure yet. I have no clue right now. So we'll see.
Okay, so you've got Victor Andrews on the 18th. Have you seen Victor Andrews in action?
Yes, I have. And actually, probably about 3 years ago. And the footage is nowhere to be found because I tried looking for it. But we actually had a match about 3 years ago. I was super green. And it was okay. He led the match because he's been doing it for a while. I was only a year in at the time, so he led that match, and it was okay. But I was only a year in, so I definitely owe him a much better match.
It's definitely not the same guy.
You know what I mean? I definitely owe him a better match because first year Ryan was working through a lot. So, but yeah, he's good, and he does a lot of that technical style too.
Yes, he does.
So
he does. He kind of wrestles that same athletic but not high flying style.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I feel like he has a hybrid of styles because he can wrestle the submission style, he can do the brawling style and all that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that match.
And Vic has cardio for days.
He does.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Oh my goodness. Too.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, man. Yeah, my man, like we go and train with Vic a couple times, and my man, Mr. Magnificent, he went once and he never went again.
Yeah, no, that's all it took. That is all it took.
I usually when Vic's at a show, or matter of fact, this last show we went to or whatever, I sparred. I spar. I had to spar with him in the ring before his matches and stuff, so he can get warmed up.
Hey, test dummy, come here.
Yep, come here. Okay. I mean, it's pretty fun, Yeah. Because I have a little background, in MMA stuff and whatever or whatnot. Nice. So he does a little bit of that stuff with me in the ring or whatnot. So, but it warms him up, I guess, and I just get a workout in.
Nice. All right, just be sweaty for no reason, man. Just say that.
At least I don't stink.
Well,
at least I'm not a stinky sweat. Well, no, Ken. We know you. You sweat sitting still.
You guys, man. So who were some of the guys that you when you were coming up? Who were some of your favorite wrestlers?
Oh, I would say I definitely like Chris Jericho a lot when I was a kid. I liked him. I liked The Rock, of course. I like Kurt Angle. I like Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero was probably one of my favorites. And even though and as far as his career goes, I like Chris Benoit a lot. I liked a lot of the smaller guys because for me, growing up, I watched a lot of the cruiserweights and a lot of the guys in that ruthless aggression time period. You know, Eddie and Shawn Michaels and all of them were getting their moments. I like that because even as a kid, I knew that I would not be 6'4" and I would not be 270 pounds. You know what I mean?
Right.
I knew I wouldn't be like that. So I watched guys specifically who I thought I would be around their same size, even when I was young. So a lot of those guys I tend to put my focus on to watch them.
So if you could pick, say, your dream match, both indies and professional, who would it be? One of each.
Oh, we talking like current or like of all time?
It could be past or present.
Let's do both. Let's do current and all time.
Okay, all time. I'd love to wrestle Dean Malenko in like 1997.
Ooh.
That would be fire.
That's Nitro era Dean
Yeah.
right there.
Bro, that would be fire. Give us like 12 minutes. That'd be sick. I want to do that. And then currently, let's see. Ooh, man, there's a lot of people currently. Like, there's so much talent out there. I'm thinking like definitely ooh, man. There's still one match I want to get. Christopher Daniels. I want to wrestle him.
Okay.
Even though he's like
Yeah.
older now, he's still very good. But I remember watching him in TNA and he was always killing it. So I like to wrestle him.
He went to high school here too.
Yeah.
Did he? I
Yeah,
didn't
he
know
went to
that.
Pine Forest.
Yes,
Really?
he did.
Oh, for real?
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
from Fayetteville.
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that. Christopher Daniels?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
I don't know if he's from here, but I know he went to high school here.
Oh, that's what's up. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
we found. Well, you knew that, Ken. You knew before me,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's been. I think I've known for about maybe a year or two. Yeah. So
And then Shelton Benjamin.
heck
Yeah,
yes.
Shelton Benjamin is probably like sometimes I see him on TV, like I get like angry, like not really like angry, like it's not that serious, but like I get like kind of frustrated. I'm like, dang, like I wish they did
Oh,
something
trust.
more with him,
Shelton Benjamin was my favorite wrestler for like during that ruthless aggression period after he split from Team Angle.
Yeah.
So I completely like after they moved him to Raw and he
Mhm.
beat Triple H a couple times and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Then he
So
had the Intercontinental belt.
yeah, when they
That
had
was
his
my
mama with him and all. Yeah,
I
like
hated that part. After that, I was like, why'd they do that? Like, bro.
they were trying to get him over, man.
That was
But
horrible.
he's talented. I'd like to wrestle him.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just did some fact checking. He went to Methodist College too.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
wow.
That's what's up.
So,
Good old Methodist in the building.
fact check here.
I mean, Methodist is all right. It ain't no favorite state, but
Oh
it's
no,
cool.
it is. It's very much more expensive.
Bro, I heard
Been
it's
Fayetteville
so
State.
expensive over there.
Well, yo,
24K.
I almost
24K
went
a year.
to UNC Charlotte too, but there wasn't enough scholarship money. So
$24,000 a year. I was gonna go to Methodist and play football, but that price was like,
That's
I'm
wild.
good. I'm good.
it's legit.
So
man.
if you could think back and if you had the opportunity to talk to your younger self back when you first started, what advice would you give yourself now looking back, from where you've been and to where you are?
Like when I first started wrestling?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I would tell myself, just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, be confident. Like, don't be afraid to take chances. I think that's one of those things. And it's just because for me, I'm naturally like introverted. Like, you know what I mean? Like I kind of keep to myself a lot. Like I think a lot before I do stuff. So sometimes I like overthink and be like, oh, no, let me not do that. But I would tell my younger self, like, just go after it. Like, just do it. Like, don't be scared. Like, just do it. Like, believe in yourself. Because I really, honestly, and like, I really didn't start believing in myself until like the past like 6 months or so. To be honest, to be completely honest with you.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's like I like halfway believed in myself, but that's not enough. Like if you're trying to do something, like you can't like be halfway believing yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
wild.
like the past few months, and then I was like, all right, let me just go in on this. And then I think I saw it reflect like in wrestling too, and just in wrestling and promos and going to shows. Like it shows in my progress as a wrestler. Like when I actually believe in myself versus when I kind of did, kind of didn't.
Man, that's real. Well, speaking of things you would tell, what would you tell up and coming wrestlers with like 2 years or less in the business that's trying to make it?
Okay. Definitely that. Believe in yourself, but also ask questions. Always ask questions. Like never think you know it all at all. Like always ask questions. Always seek advice, and then I would say just think outside the box. Be creative. Like be your own person. Like try to figure out like what you would do as a wrestler. Try to have fun with it. I think that's what I'm getting at. Try to have fun with it. Find joy in it. Like enjoy it because it's what you're dedicating your body to. You're dedicating your life to it. Like these months and these years that you train, like you won't get that back. Like you can make that money back that you spent on training. You know what I mean? Like if you're with some girl and she breaks up with you because you're wrestling too much, you could find another girlfriend or whatever. You could get fired from your job by going to training. You could get another job, but you can't get that time back. Like time is the one thing you can't get back. So I would say just maximize your time, like with whatever you're trying to do. So if you're trying to wrestle, like if you're trying to get a contract and be on TV, like maximize your time to do that. If you want to wrestle on the weekends locally and you're cool with that, well then be the best local dude you could be and maximize that time to promote yourself and be like that top dude if that's what you want, like or whatever. If you want to, but have fun, enjoy it. Don't stress out because it's that time that you're not going to get that back. So make the most of it. That's what I would say.
I like that. Yes, indeed. So with all the wrestling going on, do you watch current TV wrestling programming?
Oh, this is hard. Like for real, I'm not even gonna like sit here and pretend like I watch everything. Cause I don't. I tried to at one point. I think it was right before the pandemic. It was like I think every weekday or every day had wrestling on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like Raw, NXT, like 205, AEW, NW. It had like everything, Ring of Honor. And I tried for like 2 weeks. And I think I made it like 2 weeks watching everything. And I was just like, bro, it's too much. Like, so I'll catch highlights on some stuff. And then some shows I haven't seen in months. I just see stuff like on Instagram. And I'm like, all right, cool. But yeah, it's tough. I think I probably keep up the most. Like AEW for sure, because that's probably like the closest contact I have to getting somewhere. So I keep up with them. I used to keep up with NXT a lot. I've kind of fallen off a little bit lately. I heard Ring of Honor is killing it though.
They are.
I heard they're killing it. Like I've been seeing stuff. It's just hard to watch it. Like to find out where I can watch like full episodes. Like
facts. I have the same issues.
Yeah, but I see they have a lot of good people up there, and they signed like a lot of people. Like O'Shea Edwards is there, and like Fred Yehai, like those guys. So, and I know those guys. I've like worked with those guys, so it's cool to see them on that platform, and so I know they're killing it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? I have to say this. I am officially a fan. I have dual monitors going on here. So on my other monitor, I'm on your Facebook page, and you have a video up of you entering the ring in 2020. I don't know if Jay, G, you guys seen this. You have somebody hold the back of your robe as he gets up in there. I'm jealous. I want to get a robe now just so I can have somebody do that.
You have tassels.
I do.
You have tassels. You don't need you don't need nothing else. You have tassels. So what has been like overall your favorite theme of entrance music that you've ever? What is your favorite entrance theme that you've ever come across or heard or whatever?
Like for myself?
For yourself or for anybody else?
For myself, I use the instrumental of a Bittersweet Symphony. I use the instrumental of that one because it's like I feel like it fits the character of the robe and like the classical type wrestling, classic type. So I use that. It also has like a 40-second intro. So whenever I'm heel, I like that because then it makes people mad because they gotta wait 40 seconds. They're like, man, what's going on? But I like using that for myself. I've been using that since I started. And I'm actually working on getting like a custom version, a cover of that, so that way I could legally use it on different shows.
Okay. Right.
And
the music rights, boy.
Yeah.
The music rights is a big thing.
Yeah, so that's my favorite for me. And I think as far as like all time, just like as a fan watching, oh man, I think it's like it's a mix between The Rock and like 1998, like when he first joined the corporation, like The Rock's music, that or like The Brood. with the entrance, I thought that was sick. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
Okay.
fire.
All right.
I like
That's
the
a
I like the Attitude Era music a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you know what? So, I like that question, Jay. So now I'm gonna hit you with this question. What is your favorite finishing move of all time?
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
time?
a good one. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, I think. Oh, that's tough. I think of all time, just like for the cool factor of it, it has to be the People's Elbow. I think that's like the coolest move.
The
all
coolest
time.
mistake.
Like the concept of it, like realistically, is kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like an elbow, like for real. But like the theatrics behind it and like the elbow pad and throwing it.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was like the coolest move. So that Sweet Chin Music, it's classic.
Right.
You just hit people with that, and then
Simple and effective.
yeah, and I think like probably the most effective in my mind would be the Lion Tamer.
Oh,
When
yeah.
Jericho used to do it.
That
Like
one.
with the
Yeah.
W.
It's one of my
Oh yeah,
favorites.
yeah. Oh, when he used to
Put his
that
knee on
their
your back and neck.
Yeah.
Oh,
that one was. Whew.
That looked
I'm gonna do that to Ken Saturday. I'm just kidding.
No, that looks brutal.
So
Yeah.
did you know that the People's Elbow was a complete like trying to get the Undertaker to break character?
No. Is that how
Yeah.
that
That's how it started. It was The Rock was trying to get Undertaker to break character, and then the People's Elbow actually went over really well with the crowd, and so he just kept doing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently it was a thing back in the day, like because he would never break character, so they would always try to do things to make him break character.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds kind of funny though.
Yeah, that's that's good stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
I enjoy
Now,
it.
we should talk about something that's really important and something that's really obvious. Now, Ryan, I know you're a fan of mine, and you've been a fan of mine for many years. So if you had to pick your top match, what would that be?
Wait, hold up.
No, you know, well, again, we'll
He's like
talk about that after the podcast.
he's like, you know what? Who are you?
He said, "You're a fan of mine." Oh
Ken
man,
is hilarious.
what's your favorite match of mine? What?
I mean, there's so
Damn.
many. There's hundreds.
Jeez, talk about big headed.
See, he's speechless. I knew it's a hard choice. I understand, and you don't
You
have
got
to
me
make
there.
that
You
choice.
got me there.
Oh man, yeah. It's tell him his favorite match is the midget match when he wrestled the midget. That was it. I don't even know if that happened. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
Little Boogie.
Oh,
You really wrestled the
wrestled
midget?
He.
Me and you like what?
I didn't
Look.
I didn't wrestle the midget. I wrestled somebody else, but he did a run in on the end of one of my matches, and it scared me like to death because I'm afraid of worms.
Oh, that's right. You're afraid of little people.
I'm afraid of the worms, not little people.
That's funny.
Oh, you couldn't have. Oh man, the Boogeyman when we went to WrestleMania, I
Mm.
think he had worms with him too.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Oh, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
No, I'm just trying to.
I just thought
to
about. I just thought about it. I was like, did he take worms in there? No. So, oh my gosh, y'all are retarded. So you're based out of Atlanta.
Mhm.
WrestleMania weekend, you'll be here. Yo, I imagine I imagine Tampa's probably like crawling with wrestling shows that weekend.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a lot of them down there, and I thought about it for like 2 seconds. I thought about it, and then I was like, nope. Like with everything going on, like you know what I mean. Like it's getting better, people getting vaccines and all that, but still, it's like I don't know. I'm gonna chill on that one.
Yeah, and Florida been reckless too. So
Yeah, I don't think you don't even need to wear masks anymore. I heard like
No.
oh, that's crazy.
that's why I ain't been down there
They
yet.
cut up. I declined on WrestleMania this year. Like, nah, I'll wait till next year.
yeah, I'm
Buddy.
sure still.
I had a job offer in Tampa, and I was like, I was like, I'll wait.
Right, that's smart.
Yeah, we'll just communicate through video.
Can
Yeah.
can I
Yeah, I'm
be
coming
remote?
back this weekend. No, don't.
Can I work remotely, please?
Yeah, they bananas, man. Ryan, bro, what is your social media if anybody wants to follow you?
Social media, Instagram and Twitter. It's at Ryan_Rembrandt. I'm on there. I use Instagram a lot. I'm trying to learn Twitter because, man, I mean, I mostly just like scroll and like laugh at people's jokes, but like I really don't tweet that much.
Right.
Instagram, I'm pretty active on Instagram though, and it's
Are
Ryan
you?
_Rembrandt.
So do you share a lot of memes? Are you that type of guy that
Sometimes
share a lot of memes? Because I do.
I'll share it like in my story. I won't like put a post, but I'll like maybe like in my story I put like something funny.
That makes
Right.
sense.
But it's like it just depends. I mostly like laugh at the memes though. Like I'll just like see
Yeah.
other people put it and like laugh, react, and keep it moving. But yeah,
That makes
I-
sense.
But I mean, because you're like since you're making these moves, you're being looked at as a public figure. So I understand
Hmm.
like why you probably wouldn't share at least certain memes.
yeah, that's tough sometimes too because I'll see something and like especially now because we have a lot of like sensitive issues going on, and I'll see something and I'll just be like, man, I agree with this, or I'll be like, oh, this is funny, but like I can't like it or I can't like share it because I'm like I don't want people looking at
Right.
me. I
Uh-huh.
want to limit my
It's the
options.
worst.
Yeah, man. Because that social media will get you dumped quicker than doing some other stuff, man. So
That's
you
facts.
gotta watch out, man. So look, today is what? April 1st is April Fool's Day. April 1st, 2021. By April 1st, 2022, what would Ryan Rembrandt like to have accomplished?
Oh, I definitely NWA started back.
Yes.
They film out of Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, you're right up the street.
They
Yeah.
film out of Atlanta. I think my remarkable gimmick, my robe, I think that kind of fits NWA.
It
So,
really does.
It does.
I'm hoping that I can get in the door there and make some moves there and kind of move up from there. Maybe some impact after that. I definitely want to move. I always want to constantly move up, if that makes sense. So,
Right, right.
but I definitely want to do some NWA specifically because, well, one, because I think my style matches it, but two, like there hasn't been a lot of black people on NWA. You know what I mean? Like
true.
they have the Pope now.
There's the Pope. That's
That's
who else
it.
besides the
I don't know.
Pope?
They had Willie Mack for a minute, but he's not there anymore. So I'd like to add a little more color
Flavor.
to NWA.
Yeah. Representation matters.
Right, it does. And I think especially now, like, we're not in the 80s. Like we can mix it up. Like
Right.
we're contenders now. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
so I'd like to do that. But we'll see.
Yeah, man. That's dope. That's dope, man. I almost forgot NWA came back too. Because they just had their pay-per-view on the 21st, and Power is back now. Correct?
It is, yeah. I think they started it up 2 weeks ago, I believe.
Okay.
I believe 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah, man. That might be the move, man.
Yeah, so we'll see. And it's right up the street, so it's perfect. I think it's the venue's like 20 minutes from where I live, so I'm trying to get that.
hey,
Yeah.
always bring your gear. You never know.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Right. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I like to hear, man. Look, it's been great talking to you, man. Look, we plan on being at first time ever, April 18th in Burlington, North Carolina. We plan on being there. You know what I'm saying? So if we do, hopefully we'll get to check out you and everybody else's match, see you in person, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? What we talked about earlier, if you happen to be in the Ville on Wednesday, man, I'm gonna put the word out. You know what I'm saying? So, man, just let me know, man. We'll definitely make something happen, man. But look,
For
we
sure.
definitely appreciate having you on, man.
Yes.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. Y'all awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Man.
Anytime.
You, my friend, Mr. Magnificent, and you. Oh, hold up, my bad. Okay,
That guy.
yes, that guy.
Hold up.
Wait, this is it. Okay, so
Whatever.
I'm G Money. You know what I'm saying? I'm G Money, the radio rock star. Hopefully soon, one half of the RWC Tag Team Champions. We'll find out on Saturday. You are
I am one half of the UPWA Tag Team Champions, Mr. Magnificent.
And
I am J5, soon to be the winner of the match between J5 and Mr. Magnificent come this weekend.
okay, man. So look,
Don't be
Don't say
laughing. Don't be,
yeah, look.
I'm not.
Look, this is the Smash Mat podcast. You already know what's going down. Make sure you check us out. We're on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on Stitcher. We're on Radio Public. We're on YouTube, Smash the Mat Podcast. We're on Instagram at Smash the Mat Podcast. Twitter, Smash the Mat Pod. We are on Tinder. Swipe right on Smash the Mat. We are on blackplanet.com. We're on
Farmers Only.
Yeah.
Church
That's right.
people. Churchpeoplemeet.com.
We're on StaceyAdams.com, baby. You already know. Out here. You already know, man. Hey, Smash the Mat Podcast. We appreciate you, Ryan. Wait, there you go. You're over there.
Yep.
He's right there.
Did he?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
There you go. We appreciate
Signals.
you.
But I'm so-
Yeah, man. Yo, it's Smash the Mat Podcast. We out of here,
Thank you.
baby. You know it, man.